Idolish 7 is one of the first idol anime I remember watching. The plot and characters are amazing to me. It's a big reason why idol anime became one of my biggest interests. I've drawn a few fan arts of some of the characters before, but today I'd like to talk about all idol unit members as I show you my process of drawing them, whether you know the anime or not. I hope I can give you a nice overview of the characters and what I think about them. You can let me know whether you know Idolish 7 and who your favorite character or idol group would be from the ones I'm mentioning. Let's start with the first group that has the same name as the whole fandom, Idolish 7. Riku is the member I'll begin with. First, a short introduction of who he is. Riku is a cheerful and energetic idol with a frail body and a heartfelt desire to spread joy. Having spent much of his early life in hospitals, he's naive but sincere. He often pushes himself too far to avoid burdening others, showing deep dedication despite his health. Riku's passion for singing was discovered during a karaoke outing. Next, I rank him based on his personality. I like how much he cares about the people around him and Idolish 7 as a group. Sometimes he can be too naive or also too selfless and harsh on himself. While I don't connect with how impulsive and emotional he can be, I generally like his wholesome, optimistic, hopeful personality. I put him in the B tier overall. Finally, I'll do a tier list ranking each character based on their design. Riku has red hair and rather big eyes. I personally don't like this that much. I prefer cooler colors. I do like his hairstyle. I'll put him in the A tier here. Now let's move on to the second character, Iori. Iori is a calm, logical perfectionist with a sharp tongue and a love for order. Despite his cool demeanor, he secretly enjoys cute things. He's highly reliable, though struggles when plans go awry. Iori was scouted during high school and only accepted because of his older brother Mitsuki, showing a deep bond beneath his composed exterior. Personality-wise, he's more logical than Riku. Since he has black hair and Riku red hair, I would also mention that they remind me a bit of Hinata and Kageyama from Haikyuu, or Subaru and Hokuto from N-Stars, or Ace and Deuce from Twisted Wonderland. Riku is more introverted than the red-haired characters I mentioned though. Back to Iori's personality, I put him in the A tier. I like it, but he can be kind of plain to me. Design-wise, I don't like Iori's hairstyle too much. Other than this, he looks alright. His design fits him as a person. I put him in the C tier, and a side note, C tier doesn't mean it's bad to me. Generally, for these tier lists, I tend to like all characters' personality and design-wise. The tiers are more for looking at them compared to each other, determining what preferences for characters I have personality and design-wise. Next is Mitsuki. Mitsuki is a lively and optimistic moodmaker who takes on the role of a caring older brother. Despite his cheerful front, he struggles with self-doubt due to past audition failures. He's a skilled MC and often hides his insecurities behind a smile. Mitsuki joined Idolish 7 alongside Iori thanks to a shared opportunity given by their scout. He has a very caring personality. I don't connect with this and how emotional he can be. I do like how he wants to make sure that there's a good atmosphere in the group. I'll put him in the C tier here. Design-wise, he has bigger eyes than Riku and his hairstyle and color aren't my favorite. This is just compared to the others, but I'll put him in the C tier here as well. Let's move on to Nagi next. A charismatic and flirtatious idol with a love for anime and Japanese pop culture, Nagi is from the fictional country of Northmere. He's incredibly loyal to his group and often brings joy through his unwavering affection. Beneath his charm lies a lonely past and he treasures Idolish 7 as his chosen family. I like how energetic and fun, but also at times serious he can be. While I don't connect with how emotional or impulsive he can be, his personality is really interesting to me. I put him in the B tier. Then for the design, his hairstyle is okay to me. The facial features are kinda too high up on the face to me though. Still, I like his design and I'll put him in the B tier here. Next we move on to Yamato. Yamato appears laid back but is deeply passionate and protective of his team. Though initially reluctant to join the entertainment industry due to personal reasons, he became Idolish 7's leader because of his age and maturity. His mysterious past and quiet determination make him a grounding presence within the group. Personality-wise, I like how straightforward and honest he can be. He can be kind of simple-minded though, and I don't know if I should count this in for the personality as well, but I don't like that he drinks a lot of beer. His rather relaxed, down-to-earth attitude is a nice addition to the group to me. I put him in the C tier here. Next for the design, I don't like his hairstyle, hair color or how tiny his pupils are. I put him in the C tier here. Let's move on to Tamaki next. Tamaki is impulsive, rough-spoken and emotionally driven. He's highly sensitive and empathetic despite his gruff appearance. Motivated by the desire to find his missing sister, he became an idol to appear on TV. His love for snacks and disregard for formality reflect his upbringing in a childcare facility. He can be moody and impulsive, which I dislike, but it also makes his personality interesting to me. He's also kind of naive, but I like how genuine and straightforward he tends to be. I put him in the B tier. Design-wise, I like his hair color. Purple, blue and pink tones tend to be my overall favorite, as well as white when it comes to colors or hair colors. His hairstyle is okay to me. I put him in the A tier here. Now for the final member of Idolish 7, Sogo. Sogo is soft-spoken, polite and self-restrained, often putting others before himself. However, he has a hidden temper that surfaces when pushed. Raised in a rigid household, he hides his true feelings to avoid conflict. His decision to become an idol marked a step toward living life on his own terms. I really like his calm, more introspective personality. He can be too careful or too selfless to me at times. He also tends to be polite, which I like. I put him in the S tier here. Design-wise, I like his hair color a lot. His hairstyle is a bit boring to me, but his overall design is really nice. I put him in the S tier here. Now let's move on to the members of Trigger. We start with 10. 10 is a perfectionist idol adored by fans for his angelic persona. Though he's cold and distant offstage, he prioritizes professionalism over personal well-being and often masks his emotions. Driven by concern for his younger brother Riku, 10 hides his affection behind a wall of detachment, choosing performance over vulnerability. I really like his personality. He can be cold and strict, but I like how honest and ambitious he tends to be. I put him in the S tier here. Design-wise, 10's hairstyle and hair color are really nice to me. His eyes are a bit big, but still, I like his design a lot and would put him in the S tier. Next, let's talk about Gaku. Gaku is blunt and intimidating, but deeply values honesty and family. Misunderstood due to his public image, he's actually kind-hearted and straightforward. Though often at odds with 10, he believes in authenticity on stage. Despite his flirtatious reputation, Gaku is sincere and won't act on affection without true feelings. He has a strict but also outgoing personality. He can be too serious to me at times, but overall I like his personality and would put him in the A tier here. Design-wise, his hairstyle is okay to me. I like his hair color. I put him in the A tier. Next is Ryunosuke. Ryunosuke is outwardly seen as seductive and charming, but he's shy and awkward around women. Raised among brothers, he exudes a warm big brother vibe and cares deeply for his teammates. Despite his image, he's modest and prefers kindness over flash, often reminding others he's just a simple guy from the countryside. He has an outgoing, fun personality. I don't connect with how emotional and caring he can be, but I like how wholesome he is. I put him in the B tier here. Design-wise, I'll put him in the A tier. I like how his face looks, but his hairstyle is not my favorite. After Trigger, let's talk about Rivale next. We start with Yuki. Yuki is the calm and cool member of Rivale, known for his witty straight man act alongside Momo. Though composed on the outside, he struggles to express emotion and often relies on songwriting to share his true feelings. Deeply loyal to Momo, he quietly supports his partner and juniors with care. Yuki's calm and relaxed personality is very nice to me. I don't understand how impulsive or emotional he can be at times, but most of the time he's more casual and reserved. I'd put him in the S tier. Design-wise, Yuki's pupils are kinda small to me. His hairstyle is alright. I put him in the A tier. Next is Momo. Momo is the bubbly, affectionate half of Rivale, constantly teasing others with his playful idiot persona. Despite his carefree exterior, he is sharp, mature and self-sacrificing. Momo hides his own pain to lift others up, especially his partner Yuki, whom he treasures deeply. His presence naturally brings warmth to those around him. He's very fun and outgoing. I like how he can seem kind of carefree, but at the same time is very strategic underneath. How good he is at sometimes putting up a mask, but then also really enjoying living in the moment is fascinating for me. I also like how wholesome he can be. I put him in the S tier here. Then for his design, I like Momo's hairstyle a lot. The differently colored hair ends are nice to me. I'll put him in the S tier overall. Let's talk about Zul next. The first member of this group I'd like to talk about is Toma. Once passionate about music, Toma became disillusioned after a major loss. Now driven by revenge, he still shows kindness and leadership, often putting his team first. Though he claims to hate idols, his actions reveal a softer side. As Zul's leader and double center, he's the first to open up emotionally. Although he may seem more intimidating at first, he has a wholesome and caring personality. I don't tend to like the tsundere kind of traits in characters too much, but I find it nice how straightforward and casual Toma can be. I'll put him in the B tier. Design-wise, his hairstyle is a bit plain to me. I'll put him in the B tier. Next for Haruka. Haruka is a sharp-tongued, self-centered high schooler who hides deep insecurities. Once labeled a failed experiment by his mentor, he harbors resentment toward idols like Ten. Despite his aloofness, he's a talented performer and Zul's double center, driven by a fierce desire to prove himself and be acknowledged. Personality-wise, he is kind of arrogant, which I don't like. He can also be naive and impulsive. I like how honest he tends to be though. I'll put him in the C tier. Then for his design, I don't like Haruka's hairstyle too much. It is interesting and unique to me though. His eyes are also a bit too big for what I personally prefer. I'll put him in the B tier. Next is Minami. Minami is a former child actor with a serene smile that masks a dark, manipulative streak. Now Zul's songwriter, he's a talented fortune teller and emotionally guarded. Pressured to abandon music as a child, he quietly pursues his passion while hiding grudges, particularly against Nagi due to past misunderstandings and heartbreak. While I don't like how secretive and kind of conceited Minami is, I like how gentle and mysterious he can be. I put him in the A tier here. Design-wise, Minami's hairstyle is okay to me. I'll put him in the B tier here. Finally, let's talk about Torao. Torao is a confident and charismatic idol with a strong sense of justice and love for heroes. Though flirtatious and often compared to Ryunosuke, he secretly struggles with rejection and self-doubt. As a member of Zul, he was drawn in by flattery but remains sharp and perceptive beneath his bold exterior. I don't connect with how outgoing Torao can be. He can seem kind of simple-minded to me as well. I like how confident he appears though. I put him in the C tier. Design-wise, his hairstyle is nice to me. I'm not sure if it's just me, but for some reason he seems like face-wise he has kind of a too big chin to me. It's kind of weird to point this out as these characters tend to have similar face shapes and facial features. Also, I'm not sure if I should consider these maybe more subjective takes. You can leave your thoughts on this in the comments as well. How much do you consider things like face shapes, eye shapes, hairstyle, hair color and so on when you determine whose character you like most in different fandoms? How do you usually decide which character you like most? For now, I put Torao in the B tier here, design-wise. With that, we've gone through all the idolish 7 characters I drew. Who do you like most? I'll also share my top 10 favorite idolish 7 songs here. If you know idolish 7, feel free to also comment your favorite songs or other thoughts you have about the fandom. Idolish 7 is the first idol anime fandom I checked out by watching the anime, which I really liked. In case you haven't heard about Idolish 7 yet, I would recommend checking it out. I'm really grateful for the fandom for introducing me to idol anime. I have the illustrations I included in this video as stickers on my shop as well, along with other idol and other anime fandom related merch. You can also find full screen recorded process videos, time lapses and full resolution images of my art on Patreon. Thank you for watching the video, have a nice day, bye.